This is Jackson Cruz alongside Paige Wilson, and this is the Star Sports Pod. Thank you guys for listening. So, first off, let's start talking about baseball a little bit. Baseball, 12 and 15 overall, 4 and 5 in the Sun Belt, about to go face UT. Kind of not a great season right now for baseball. They're coming off a 1-2 series loss to Coastal. Granted, Coastal's ranked 21st in D1 baseball's poll. They lost 7-0 on Friday, won 1-0 on Saturday, lost 10-3 on Sunday. I guess a positive from that series, Tovar threw 7 scoreless innings with 6 Ks on Saturday. But still, overall, the team isn't looking good, and they're about to face a very tough UT team.
Yeah, I think also, notably, we have a lot of injuries just, happening all at once that's really taking out our team, Ethan Ferris and Hall and Cameron Thompson, those are out, and our pitchers, some of them are out and injured, so really the injuries are just really taking us out one by one.
Yeah, and Sam Hall was supposed to be a part of the weekend rotation, and he really impressed in a lot of showings last year. So him being out is just a huge hit to that rotation. And Cam Thompson, is supposed to be that big veteran presence who at Purdue, I've looked at his stats at Purdue. He's really good. So I hope he gets another year of eligibility and he gets like a full year of Texas State underneath his belt at some point. Austin Eaton has kind of been out for a little bit too as well. Trout said he hopes he'll be back soon, but he hopes. I
We
don't
don't
know
know
when
for
that'll
sure,
be.
yeah.
So yeah, it's really tough. And yeah, Ethan Ferris, he started off so good too. I mean, he was drafted by the Tigers out of high school. It's just really disappointing. But I still think they have a shot at the Sun Belt tournament. But it'll be their best matchup yet tonight against UT.
I definitely think it'll be a rough battle tonight, but we do have a 3-year winning streak at Austin, so hopefully we can keep that going and keep winning and keep beating UT. I think that'd be really big.
Yeah, I think Shane Connell, even though he has almost a 10 ERA in 4 innings, he's probably going to just absolutely shove against UT tonight just because that's just what happens with Texas State when we play UT, apparently. Um, but yeah, Connell has a tough 9.64 ERA, but only 4 and 2/3 innings. But he did start on Wednesday against UIW. Pitched a few innings there, didn't give up any runs. The stats don't count from that game because it was halted. He's facing Southpaw Cade Bing from UT. He has a 3.93 ERA and 18 1/3. So when you just look at the raw numbers, it looks like Texas State's gonna get destroyed, but history says Texas State beats Texas all the time for some reason. At least the past couple of years.
At least at Austin.
Right. Because, yeah, last year they lost in San Marcos, beat them in Austin, and in Houston at Minute Maid.
Yeah.
But Texas has 5 batters with an OPS over 1,000. But it should be noted that one of them, Max Bayou, he's out for the year. But yeah, it's going to be a very tough matchup for Texas State. Let's dive into softball now.
Yeah, softball is having a pretty good season. 21-10 overall, 5-4 in the SPC. 17-3 at home. They struggle a little bit away, just 2-5. But I mean, they play Sam Houston tomorrow. They played them on February 18th, and they were winning 7-1 at the end of the fourth when the game got halted. So they will be playing that game and then playing the other game against Sam Houston tomorrow. So hopefully they can come out and win both of those and finish that.
Would be nice to just get an easy win like that going into the game, but imagine how much of a confidence that'd be if they blow that game
I know.
before. But
Hopefully, at least we can win the 7-1 game that we're already
yeah,
winning.
I would imagine they will.
Softball also is back at home this weekend against South Alabama, so hopefully we can get that series sweep.
South Al is always a tough opponent, usually
It
one of the
is.
top softball teams in the conference.
It should be noted that Iona Coleman is carrying the charts right now. She is killing it, absolutely destroying the charts.
No kidding.
She leads the team stats in batting average, hits, home runs, and RBIs with a 388 hitting average.
Yeah, so I'm the sports editor here at the Star, and so every softball recap I look at before we post it, and every time there's a softball recap, it's Coleman, Coleman, Coleman. Obviously Azua Strud, and then Coleman. It just always seems like she's a story. And her OPS is over 1,300. She's slugging over 900. She's literally reaching base at a 490 clip. We are witnessing Barry bombs right now in San Marcos on the softball field. I am not kidding.
Yeah, she's absolutely killing it. As well as her, like the other offensive players that are leading right now, Williams, Trahan, Harvey, Bass, they're also killing it. Leading this weekend, they were some of the top hitters, but Coleman is absolutely killing the charge right now.
Yeah, and you have to think A&M, like, while they have an abundance of talent on that offense, like, they gotta miss Coleman, like, she's just hitting so well that they definitely miss her, and same with Keely too, like, Keely's hitting for 300, reaching base at a good rate. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's just nice that, like, people like, the slap hitters, like Harvey, are just doing what they're doing, just, just getting her singles, playing her defense. That's what you want at the bottom of a top lineup, you know?
Yeah. I think our softball team has a really good chance. These next two games, but also this series as well, like this weekend.
Yeah. And so I think this softball team looks like they'll win the Sun Belt. I mean, obviously anyone could win come tournament time, but they'll probably be one of those top seeds come Sun Belt tournament time.
Yeah,
Coastal might give them a run at their money though.
they might, yeah. They are coming off a 1-2 of it this weekend against Marshall. They lost Friday 3-5. They won Saturday 5-3, and then lost Sunday 4-5 in 9 innings. But I think they definitely have a good chance coming off of that with Sam Houston and with South Alabama.
Yeah, so it maybe feels like Azu and Stroud struggled a bit lately, but keep in mind when I'm saying that, I'm meaning they're not pitching complete game shutouts because they're absolutely insanely good. So I think they'll get back on track, which I mean back on track by just absolutely shoving every game. So yeah, softball, I think they can make a run at an NCAA tournament, honestly. Like, not to get ahead of myself, last year's team was very good, but it was very much carried by Mullins. It seems like the talent's more spread out this year, especially on that rotation with two very good pitchers sharing the time.
I definitely think if they keep playing the way they have, they definitely have the chance to win the SPC championship again. But also, like you said, going to the NCAA, I think that'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, and I thought they were gonna win last year, but I mean, they got a really tough like regional. Like they had to face A&M. I mean, they beat like Penn State, but yeah, should be good. And then let's talk a little bit about the pro day Texas State hosted at UFCU Stadium. 16 athletes competed. Nash Jones, Jordan McLeod, Joey Hobart headlined that group of athletes who competed. And for those of you who don't know, the pro day is essentially like a mini version of the NFL combine where it's just all those players on Texas State this past year and looking to go pro. And they did like position drills, workouts, all that good stuff. Let's just start talking about Nash Jones first because he's probably has the most buzz around his name.
Yeah, Nash Jones wasn't actually invited to the combine. He said he felt like he was snubbed, but he has met with the Packers, Dolphins, Chargers, Seahawks, and Broncos, and he's scheduled to meet with the Vikings.
Yeah, and a lot of teams need O linemen right now. I feel like the Texans might look out for him. As a Vikings fan, that'd just be so cool if he came over to my team, obviously. But
As a Texans fan, I think he should come to Houston. But,
yeah.
you know,
But yeah, I think Nash Jones will be the first Bobcat drafted since 2015. He has the most buzz around his name right now. He's met with the most teams reportedly of any player from Texas State looking to go pro. Then McLeod was also there. Jordan McLeod, quarterback. He only participated in position drills and he's met with the Pats, Bucks, and Jets.
yeah, McLeod said he focused on his balance and his long ball at the pro day. Didn't want to pretend to be someone he is not.
I think that's very smart by McLeod because I think he knows he's not gonna be a starter in the NFL. I think he can be a good long-term backup in the NFL if he sticks to his strengths, right? So I think that's very smart to show what he's good at. And clearly, like he's been meeting with teams. He's gonna be an older draft pick if drafted. I think he'll go undrafted probably and sign a deal with someone, but he's a day three prospect and certain people think he might get drafted.
Yeah, I mean, Hobart was also there. He hasn't reportedly met with any NFL teams, but he has talked about the UFL, CFL, and Europe options.
That's surprising. Just because I feel like there was so much buzz before
Yeah, I feel like
around his
Hobart had a
name.
lot of buzz at one point.
Yeah,
But
like he's on the PFF big board, which I mean, Pro Football Focus, they know their stuff. Like, I mean, obviously that's not NFL scouts or GMs who come up with that stuff, but yeah, it just seems like the buzz kind of died down for Hobart. I still think he might get a shot with an NFL team, and it's probably just kind of a humble move by him saying the UFL, CFL, Europe could be options. He's a family man, He's busy.
yeah. Another like notable team to look out for, like Texas State tennis is killing it this season. They recently just tied the program record for the most wins in the season this past weekend. They're just killing it out there.
Yeah, Coach Brooks, a lot of credit to Coach Kendall Brooks. She's really like kind of revived the program. When she joined the program, like it was just kind of in a place where it just wasn't succeeding. And she stepped in as she kind of joined as a volunteer and kind of worked her way up to head coach. Look out for a great feature by Hunter Mackin in the paper today about Coach Kendall Brooks. But she's really, really helped this team get to a good spot.
Yeah, and then like this past weekend, we Strahan was packed for the Love Volleyball tournament. I think it was really cool that we had it at Texas State, but also that it was lines out the door continuously for this tournament.
Yeah, sports reporter for the Star, Caden Besson, he took a video of it, and I've just never seen a line like that at Strahan. Like, so I go to a basketball game at Strahan, there's no one there. Like, I
Yeah,
can sit wherever I want. Like,
yeah, it was I think the most packed other than like maybe graduations at Strahan. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Besides, yeah, graduation, obviously, but it was insane. And it was a good showing for Texas State and the sport of volleyball. Love B volleyball, the pro league. It has donors like Kevin Durant. And I've heard the players are making like an average of 60K a year, which is pretty good for a professional league that doesn't make any money yet, probably. And I know they got like ESPN Plus deals and all that. So it was very exciting showing here at Strahan. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for listening. This was Jackson Cruz and Paige Wilson with the Star Sports Pod, and we're out.